TV47, your home of untold stories. We shall be bringing you up to date. My name is Rosemary Jere. Delighted that you've chosen TV47 as always to inform you. Here now are the highlights. Among the top stories making headlines at this hour, President William Ruto meets members of County Assembly from the Jubilee Party at the Nakuru State Lodge.
So we allow the government to work. I know there are many challenges. I was in the previous government, so I know even the projects that we had started. Na ile maneno ingine yote ilikuwa imefanyika.
Grief strikes family in Gwakamunyu village in Gatundu North, Embu County after their 16-year-old daughter drowned in Chania River while taking a selfie.
Nakana tunasikia vile wale walikuwa na hao. Wanasema walikuwa nakuja kupigania mapicha hapa sababu angerudi shule leo.
Plus, JSS intern tutors hold protests in Kapsabet accusing the government of ignoring their plight.
Mawakilishi wetu wa bunge ambao wanapeana barua kwa niaba ya TSC, we really want to condemn that injustice which is being done to us.
On the socials, I'm at George Maringa _ use the hashtag news now. We thank you for joining us. Members of the County Assembly drawn from the Jubilee Party have declared their support for President Dr. William Ruto during a meeting at State House Nakuru this morning. The more than 100 MCAs allied to the Sabina Chege Kanini Kega faction also promised to support Kenya Kwanza's development projects in the grassroots while calling for the president's intervention in the party wrangles now before the courts. The meeting comes at a time the president is commissioning various projects in the Mount Kenya region where retired President Uhuru Kenyatta's allies have bashed Ruto's deputy Rigathi Gachagua for neglected projects started by the former president.
Majority in Saburu, Mheshimiwa karibu. Watukana raundi watakupigia kura. Umejionea kwa gavana wetu, yeye ni mtu wa ODM, mimi ni mtu wa Jubilee na tunafanya kazi pamoja. Na tunaelekea mahali tunaona kuna mwangaza.
Tumesema tutasupport government agenda kule county na tumesema pia Mheshimiwa Rais tutasupport governor wetu pale.
Tumeangalia. You are a very unique leader because you have made hard decisions which are made by very few people. In most cases we make popular decisions. But the decisions that you have taken, especially the issue of the housing, is a firm decision, is a good decision. Might not be popular now, but 2-3 years to come, Kenyans will look back and say, yes, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto was right.
So we allow the government to work. I know there are many challenges. I was in the previous government, so I know even the projects that we had started. Na ile maneno ingine yote ilikuwa imefanyika. So we work together, and I am 100% brave, and I know Your Excellency, and I'm convinced that when you work together with His Excellency, also your Deputy President and your team of the executive, we know this country we will go very far. Mambo inaweza kuwa magumu leo, lakini kesho maneno itakuwa sawa.
Kupongeza nyinyi na kumuuliza muendelee kusupport president wetu. And I want to assure you, you people, I sit with the president for long hours. This man is working very hard. 4 a.m. he's up, all the way, sometimes to midnight. And his commitment to the transformation of this country is total. And he is on it. It's only that we found a difficult situation that was created by the former administration. We cannot keep on complaining about it. We just have to improve on what we found. So the beginning is a little bit difficult. But I'm very encouraged that Mwai Kibaki started the same way.
I hear many people say, oh, kuna shida mingi, kuna problem nyingi. The only problem we have in Kenya ni madeni. That's the only problem. And that is what has hit my head for the last 1 year. Because if you are collecting, if for every 10 shillings you collect, 7 shillings unaenda kulipa madeni, there is a problem, isn't it? Yes. Because then you are left with 3 shillings. Kulipa mshahara, kulipa counties, kuendesha kufanya maendeleo sijui utafanya namna gani, 3 shillings. My intention is that we should flip it We should be using 3 shillings to pay debt and 7 shillings to endesha Kenya.
Agriculture Cabinet Secretary, that is Mithika Linturi, today conducted an inspection at the Kenya Revenue Authority's Inland Container Depot, that is ICD warehouse, along the Mombasa-Nairobi route. The purpose of the visit was to assess a consignment of impounded illegal milk powder stored at the facility. The illegal milk powder was seized as a result of a collaborative effort between the Kenya Dairy Board and the multi-agency team. In a surprising turn of events, this illegal milk scandal unfolds just one day after Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua ordered a crackdown on powdered milk. Speaking during the inauguration of the Kenya Cooperative Creameries KCC milk plant in Nyahururu, Laikipia, the Deputy President expressed concern about the presence of powdered milk smugglers, whom he accused of adversely affecting the agriculture sector.
We have a consignment worth 150 million shillings. Milioni 150 worth of products that have come into the country illegally. What that means is that KRI or government of Kenya, because these items have not been leavened, have provided a situation where the government is likely to lose 52 million shillings in terms of tax. So hii mzigo KRA ama serikali ya Kenya inapoteza milioni 50 kwa kondi ambayo sisi sote tunajaribu kuokota ili tuweze kujitegemea kama Wakenya, ili tuweze kupeana huduma kwa Wakenya. I'm simply saying this because it is a simple demonstration of the serious effects of the kind of threat the country is faced with when these unscrupulous criminal minded traders push to this country. But even beyond that, what are we saying? We are saying ile maziwa imeletwa hapa sababu haijakaguliwa vizuri, haijulikani imetoka wapi, na mumeona hapa, inamaanisha ya kwamba hata afya yetu kama Wakenya, ile wale wangekunywa maziwa haya, basi ingewapea ama ingekuwa na madhara mingi kwa afya ya watu wetu.
Lakisama and Babadogo residents in Nairobi County are urgently appealing to the government to swiftly intervene and retrieve the body of a 17-year-old boy, Humphrey Saika. The young man drowned in a water-filled quarry located on the boundary of Lakisama and Kasarani on Monday afternoon. The residents have been anxiously waiting on the quarry shores for the body to be recovered. Expressing their concerns, the residents emphasized the immediate need for the government to address the perilous situation by filling the quarries, saying it has claimed 3 lives already. Area MCA George Amenge revealed that their plea to the county management resulted in the dispatch of firefighters who unfortunately lack the expertise required for certain rescue situations.
Pikiwa simu na wenzake wakaniambia, mama Humphrey, uko wapi? Mimi nikawauliza kwa nini? Wakaniambia kuja, tuko hapa nje plot, kuja toka nje tukuambie. Wakaniambia pana mama Humphrey, wakaniambia Humphrey ameshafariki, hayuko.
Huyu mtoto ameanguka kwa maji kwa saa hizi ni siku 3. Mtoto ametafutwa na local diver na wajapatikana. Na ile jambo imekuwa uchungu sana, sababu mheshimiwa amekuwapo hapo siku 3 na ametumia resources zake kulipa the local divers. Badala ya Sakaja kutuletea sisi watu wa kudive, Sakaja anatuletea wazima moto. What's wrong with the county? Ile swali tunauliza ni nini inaendelea kwa hii county yetu ya Nairobi?
It is really sad. Tunaomba usaidizi ya serikali. Divers Nairobi mzima tunaambiwa hakuna divers. Atila divers wako Kiambu. Surely na Mombasa. Surely. We are asking the governor of Nairobi, Mr. Sakaja, please We need your assistance.
Now, grief has struck a family in Guacamonyo village in Gatundu, North Embu County after their 16-year-old daughter drowned in Chania River. Rosemary Jere, a Form 3 student at St. Joseph Ndithini Secondary School in Machakos, met a heartbreaking end when she accidentally drowned in the Chania River while attempting to capture a selfie on Tuesday evening. Accompanied by 2 friends, Rosemary slipped into the river, prompting her companions to raise an alarm. The subsequent search and rescue mission by locals faced challenges due to the darkness of the evening and the presence of substantial boulders in the river. Concerned about the recurring tragedies, the community is urgently appealing to local authorities, including the Embu County government, to intervene and assist in the retrieval of Rosemary Jere's body.
Tuna huruma kwa kuachwa na mtoto wa shule wa kidato cha 3 kwa maana mama yake wameachwa na huzuni. Hata sisi tuko na huzuni kwa vile walikuja kupigwa picha huku. Haikuwa furaha yetu. Tungetaka huyo mtoto asome, asaidie mama yake. Kwa hivyo tunasema pole.
Mtoto mimi ni babu yake. Na inaonekana tunasikia vile wale walikuwa na hao wanasema walikuwa nakuja kupigania mapicha hapa sababu angerudi shule leo. Sasa sisi tumekuja huku ili tuone kama vile tunaweza tunaweza mpata, lakini inaonekana sisi hatuwezi sababu mahara tuko ni mahara dangerous. Ni bahari kuko na mawe, ni bahari dipu. Hata nyinyi mkiangalia huko mnaona hata hakuna maji inapitia hapa juu. Kwa hiyo maji inapitia kule chini. Sasa hatuwezi tukajua huko chini kuko namna gani. Sasa tungeomba tu serikali yetu kama inaweza kutusaidia, saidie watu wa familia tukaweze kutoa hiyo mwili, sababu tayari kutoka jana mpaka sasa tunajua kweli ameaga tayari. Ni vizuri kama tunaweza pata hiyo mwili yake tuweze kuisika, ni vizuri ili hiyo mambo ifike mwisho.
Gatwamba residents in Ndia constituency, Kirinyaga County, have staged a protest over the deplorable state of the road connecting Baricho, Kagumo and Kiamaina areas. Expressing dissatisfaction, the residents argue that despite 3 years of purported construction efforts, the road remains inaccessible and in a state of disrepair. The residents say that the poor state of the road severely hampers their ability to market their products, and they have urged the government to provide assistance while calling on their elected leaders to visit the site and investigate the ongoing situation. In response to the protest, the area chief has condemned the incident.
Saa barabara hii shida yetu ni moja tu. Mawe huwa inaharibu mashini yetu za barabara, pikipiki na kaa tukutuku kaa hii niko nayo saa hii. Ukiangalia miguu yake iko na shida.
Na shida yetu na hii barabara ni kwamba hawa contractors wamekuja kwa muda, wanakuja wanaenda. Tuko na wanafunzi tunaendelea huku juu. Saa hii wengine wa leo wamekuja mguu. Contractor akikuja na wakaweka hii mawe anaenda. Sisi ni wakulima wa kahawa. Bei ya kupandisha kahawa kutoka hapa kwenda Ketuya ni 200 kwa duthi. Tunauliza, tulichaguana. Tunawekewa mawe inaacho, tunawekewa mawe inaacho. Afadhali wenye ilikuwa na maramu, angalau tungekuwa tunajipelekea kwa mguu tunarudi. Lakini kwa sasa hii mawe tunaachiwa mawe wanarudi. Si tulichaguana.
Shida yetu asubuhi ya leo ni vile contractor mwenye alikuwa anatengeneza hii barabara alitoroka. Na hatujui kwa nini alitoroka. Tuliamka tukakuta matrakta yote imeenda. Magari hakuna, lori za maji hakuna na vile vumbi imejaa huku. Tukaona afadhali serikali tutetee. Njuu hii barabara ilikuwa inatengenezwa na tayari wameacha na wameenda.
And I hope the situation is fixed. As schools reopen for first term, JSS teachers from Nandi County have held demonstrations in Kapsabet town to demand permanent employment by the Teachers Service Commission. The teachers say they are yet to get employed despite teaching since the commencement of the competency-based curriculum CBC. They now want TSC to enroll them on the permanent and pensionable employment scheme. The JSS teachers say many junior secondary schools are yet to be fully equipped with learning materials needed for the implementation of CBC.
Tumeteseka. Tunataka kutoka kwa intern tuende wapi? PNP. Tunataka tutoke intern tuende wapi? PNP. Kwa sababu ya ile uchumi pia umetuchapa sana. Kama mimi nafaa kupitia bodaboda yangu kwenda shuleni, lakini mafuta hakuna. Ile pesa ambayo iko ni kidogo.
Wakati tuliarifiwa kwamba tunapewa shilingi 20,020 na tuliarifiwa kwa maandishi na iliandikwa kwa contract letter. Nataka tu kuuliza serikali yetu ya Kenya, under which law does it allow that 20,000 to be subjected to any statutory deduction?
Mawakilishi wetu wa bunge ambao wanapeana barua kwa niaba ya TSC, we really want to condemn that injustice which is being done to us. Now the role of TSC has been taken over by the MPs.
Still on school matters, and as schools reopen, many secondary schools in Thika are still grappling with the influx of students joining Form 1, with the principals calling on the government to pump in more capitation for the construction of new classrooms. Most public schools have reverted into converting makeshift tents into classrooms in readiness, with Form 1 students expected to start streaming in on next Monday. The most affected schools are MP Shah Chania Boys High School and Chania Girls High School, who are struggling to accommodate almost 2,000 students.
The shortage of those schools means that a lot of pressure is exerted to the Thika High School. Especially like now when we are admitting Form 1s, there is a lot of pressure to admit students with even 380. They are still out there because the school's capacity cannot hold. I would want to appeal to the government and to the stakeholders in Thika, Thika Town and Thika East and Thika West to consider increasing the number of schools in this constituency and this town, because the population is high and it's continuing to be high.
The school has quite a number of infrastructures because of the influx growth of the school, or the sudden growth of the school. Last year, 2023, we had the girls who are sleeping in the dining hall. So currently, we have no dining hall because girls use the dining hall as a dormitory.
Our plea to the well-wishers and also to our government through the Ministry of Education, kindly come to our aid, come to our assistance, come to Chania Girls, and you see we have made good use of the infrastructure fund. If only we could get a little more sourcing, a little more funding, we would be very grateful.
Embu County Governor Cecily Mbarire has recalled all medics on leave to report back to work amid an ongoing strike in the county. Speaking after she toured the Embu Level 5 hospital, Mbarire assured locals that medical services are ongoing despite the 97 doctors under the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union KMPDU downing their tools on Tuesday night. While condemning the timing of the strike, she stated that she has also since engaged the services of private and retired doctors to offer services as negotiations continue. She asked doctors on contracts to resume duties, arguing that they are not allowed to go on strike like their counterparts.
So we have taken certain measures, and they include the following. We have engaged medical officers on locum basis. We are going to be engaging 15 medical officers in Embu level 5 hospital and 6 for our level 4 facilities, totaling to 21 medical officers, to be able to continue with the services as we await our negotiations with the doctors who have gone on strike. I want to urge those doctors that are on strike and they know they are on contract, please come back, because you know you are not supposed to go on strike when you're on contract. I wish to say that this particular demand that is affecting 97 doctors is way beyond our ability. I have been very, very honest with the doctors. We don't have that kind of money at the moment. We have come in at a time when there was serious high pending bill of 2.2 billion, of which about 578 million was for staff remittances and deductions. So for us to be able to promote these doctors at once will be totally impossible.
From Embu to the border town of Busia, where business owners in Busia have expressed their dissatisfaction with the inadequate infrastructure in the county, citing its detrimental impact on the progress and development of their businesses. The blame is squarely placed on the county government for its perceived failure to enhance the business environment in the border town. Led by Chairman Stephen Obala, business owners, particularly those from the main poster market, say they are grappling with challenging conditions, especially during the rainy season. Obala asserts that they are facing a formidable situation following the demolition of their homes by Busia County. The lamentations underscore the urgent need for the county government to address.
Lakini tangu ubomozi wa kiholela ulipofanyika katika hili soko, wengi ambao walikuwa na vyumba na biashara hapa walipata hasara kubwa, hata wengine bado wanauguza majeraha. Wengine pia kwa ajili ya mshtuko waliondoka. Ukiwa na mvua hakuna mahali pa mtu kujikinga. Hali ya usafi saa hizi ni zaidi ya mwezi mzima, soko halijawahi kufagiliwa. Takataka haijawahi kukusanywa ama kuchukuliwa kupelekwa mahali popote. Lakini ikifika siku ya Alhamisi na siku ya Jumatatu, ambao ndizo siku kuu za soko hapa, wanakuja kuitishwa ushuru bila mtu kujali kwamba unayemwitisha ushuru umempa huduma ambayo inahitajika. Naona ni kama tulifanya hasara kubwa na makosa makubwa kuleta hii serikali ya kaunti ambayo ipo.
Former governor Ojamo, wakati hiyo ndiye alikuwa ameweka watu wanajaribu kufanya usafi kidogo. Hii serikali sijui hata shida iko pande gani. Walichoka, maana wanafanya kazi hiyo usafi hawalipwi.
Students have been encouraged to pursue higher education regardless of the grades they achieved in the recently released KCSE results. Deputy Principal at the Nakuru International College, Stephen Kimeto, emphasized that even those with lower grades can embark on their educational journey by obtaining an artisan certificate. He highlighted the potential progression through the technical and vocational education and training, that is TVET pathway, allowing students to advance from the basic level to the highest tier. Kimeto emphasized that TVET programs play a crucial role in equipping learners.
They will end up going up to degree programs. The universities should be left to over degrees alone, degrees and maybe the masters and the PhDs, so that these other mid-level colleges should continue offering the TVET courses. So in my opinion, I would wish all those mid-level colleges be left to over the TVET courses. We are trying to produce people who are job creators, the entrepreneurs who can come up with. We give them the skills. In fact, what we are doing in these mid-level colleges, we give them the skills so that when they finish their courses, they can go out and open their own businesses. They don't rely on being employed again, because employment has become a problem in this country. The current government, yes, is encouraging the TVET institution, and they are also supporting the students. Yes, in these TTIs, they normally give them capitation So you see, they are supporting them because they are seeing employment is becoming a problem at the moment.
I don't think it would be a good idea for the TVETs to be absorbed in polytechnics, because there are some students who will not have achieved the grades that are required by the polytechnics, like those people who can do the artisan courses, and others maybe the certificate. They might not be able to be absorbed. Where will those students go?
You caught me going through some of your feedback. You're saying that you're watching our news, and of course that's not all. Our newsroom is working hard. Our reporters and teams of journalists are working around the clock to bring you these and other stories that we shall